Welcome to this video demonstration on how to use SailPro. Just quickly, SailPro is an application that's designed for yacht racers of all types. It can be run on any Apple iOS device such as an Apple mobile or an Apple tablet. It can also be run on any Android device such as an Android mobile phone or Android tablet, as well as a Google Wear OS device such as a Google smartwatch. Okay, so to get started, once you've opened up SailPro, you'll come into the home screen, and I'll go through that in a second. But before I do that, it's best that we jump straight into the settings screen, which you can access here on the right hand side of the big green 2 zeros, and the little cogwheel there, and we're basically in our settings. So what I'll do is I'll run through the settings first, because it's important that you get this set up so that SailPro acts the way that you want it to, given your type of sailing or the conditions that you're sailing in. So at the top, the first setting is the interval time, and the interval time, as I've got set here, is 10 seconds. You can change those times by just clicking here and making any changes there if you like, but I'll just leave that as 10 for the time being. And the interval time basically tells SailPro when and how often to read out or audibly announce to you how long is remaining to the start of the race. So for example, if you have a 5-minute race, once you click start, it'll be at 5 minutes. SailPro will announce to you at 5 minutes and 50, you have 5 minutes 50 seconds remaining, 5 minutes 40, 5 minutes 30, 5 minutes 20, and so on. And it does that until it gets down to the next setting, which is the countdown time. Now the countdown time instructs SailPro at that time that's set here, so 10 seconds, to start counting down sequentially. So every second will count down. So once it gets down to 10 seconds, it will count 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. It will announce go, it won't say 0. Okay, so the next setting is the audible speed. If turned on, SailPro will audibly tell you how fast your boat is going based on the device's speed, and it will do that every 10 seconds here, which is set in the speed frequency setting of 10. So every 10 seconds, it will audibly announce to you how fast you are going. Now, the thing to note is it will not audibly tell you if you are doing 0.0, and it will not audibly tell you during the countdown time, so that you don't, there's no confusion there. So once it gets down to that countdown time, it won't call out your boat speed. It will still show it, but it won't call it out. The next setting under the speed frequency is the elapsed time. When set to the on position, SailPro will start to count up from the start of the race. So once it reaches that go or 0.0 from the countdown, it will start to count up, and it won't stop until you stop SailPro. The setting underneath that is to turn race tracking on and off. So if this is on, SailPro will store your latitude, longitude, and boat speed every 10 seconds and save that to what we call a GPX file on your device, and I'll show you that in a second. The next setting is speed units, which we can adjust here in either knots, miles per hour, or kilometers per hour, which is pretty self-explanatory. The next setting, if on, is the battery saver. So if that's on, SailPro will not utilize your GPS, so therefore you won't get some of those functions such as the boat speed and the race tracking, but it will extend the battery life. And the setting below that is our theme setting, so you can change from either a light setting or a dark setting. To enact any setting, you need to click the save button. So you can see I've changed the theme to the dark theme and click save, and now we're in our
7.8.
Okay. And also what I did was turn the audible speed on as well. So I'll just turn that off for the time being. And so basically they're your settings. Underneath that is the back button, takes you back to the home screen, log out, so you can log out of SailPro, plus a link to our support portal and a link to privacy. All right, so we've gone through the settings. Let's go back to the home screen now. We've saved our settings. What we'll do is we'll turn the audible speed on, we'll save that again, and now we'll go back to
7.8.
home screen. You can now start to hear that SailPro is calling out the boat speed. All right, and the boat speed is what we have here at the top. So the 6.8.
6.8.
That's the boat speed. Now, the device calculates the boat speed based on the GPS of the device. It calculates this on a meter per second basis.
7.8.
And so is actually quite accurate So if you want to see what your boat speed is, that's where you refer to there. But as you can hear,
5.1.
it's also calling it out for you. I'll just turn that audible boat speed off for now and go back. All right, underneath the boat speed is the real-time clock in hours, minutes, and seconds, so you can be prepared for your start. So if you've got a 13:55 start, you can see exactly here when that's likely to occur. To the right of the clock is our international flags library. If you click that flag, it will open that up, and you can see we have all of the international sailing flags, both alphabetically and numerically here. If we go back, then underneath that, we have our minutes and seconds timer. So you can adjust those by simply scrolling up and down. Okay, so if I want to change to a 3-minute start, I simply scroll the minute, or if I want to go to a 5-minute, whatever it might be. Even if you wanted to remind yourself that you have, say, 30 minutes to go, you can do that, right? You can quickly scroll up to say you're on the beach and you want to give yourself at least 25 minutes to get out to the start. You could scroll it up to 25 minutes. But for this demonstration, let's take it back to 1 minute. And then I can also scroll the seconds as well. To the left of the minutes is the race reset button. So this button enables you to quickly jump back to the last known start time. So as an example, if you're in a 1-minute starting sequence, unlikely, normally you'll be in a 3 or a 5, but let's just say it's a 1, and you start the race.
Race started.
And for whatever reason, the race committee stops the race, or you start the race and you get a general recall, you can stop the race
stopped.
and then click the
Race timer reset.
and it will jump back to the last known start time. And you can hear it audibly calls out everything. So you get an audible notification that what you've requested it to do has been done. All right, so now let's do a demonstration of the countdown timer in action. Okay, so what I'm going to do, jump into settings. I'm going to turn that audible speed back on, go click save, go back into the device, waiting for the gun.
6.8.
The gun goes, we start.
Race started.
You can hear it audibly telling you the race has started. And you can see now we're counting down.
7.8.
You can hear that it's calling out the boat
50
speed.
seconds.
And now we have 50 seconds left.
5.4. 40 seconds.
Okay, so it will keep doing that now because we've got that setting set to the interval setting at 10 seconds.
7.8.
It will call out
30
the
seconds.
remaining time every 10 seconds. And the speed frequency we've got is 10 seconds as well. So it will call out the boat speed every 10 seconds.
7.8. 20 seconds.
So we have 20 seconds remaining. We'll get another boat speed call out.
7.8.
Now
10,
we're into our countdown
9,
time.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
And now the elapsed timer will start to count up, and you'll notice that our boat speed did not call out during that time.
7.5.
But now the audible boat speed will start again, okay, because we're into the race and we can see we're counting up. You'll also see the little red dot next to the clock icon. That's telling us that we are recording this race, okay, and that's what I'll show you next. Okay, so you basically go through your race, and then once you've finished, basically click
5.1.
And now we're going to stop. All right, the device will still keep calling out your boat speed, and you can go in and turn that off if you want here. Okay.
5.1.
So we'll turn that off now, and we'll go back into it. So there you go. That's the basic functionality of how to use SailPro as a countdown timer and a audible boat speed log. Now let's have a look at how we can get our race files. So on an Android device or any device, you basically go into your file store, and I'll click File Manager, and then I'll go to my Downloads folder. You'll notice that you have a new SailPro folder. If you click that, you'll now have all your SailPro files, and you can see that they are stored descending based on the date and time. So you can see the top one, you can see the file structure is based on the date and the time. So it's 14th of August 2024 at 12:53 and 9 seconds. So if I want to view those files, I can view GPX files, basically any type of GPX viewer such as Navionics or any GPX viewer. So let's open that up in Navionics. And then we're just going to import. Okay, and so there's our race, there's our track there. Okay, so that's how you view your GPX files. If you wanted to, you could also open it up in a GPX viewer, such as GPX Viewer, which is a free download. You could upload it into Google Maps. Okay, so thanks for watching. That's how to use SailPro. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach us at our support portal or email us at support@sailpro.app. Thanks for watching.